All right, welcome. Today we're tackling something that sounds, well, kind of complicated. Insurance. But here's the twist. We're going to do it using this really cool, super powerful tool. It's a method that forces us to use only simple, everyday words. The goal? To totally cut through all the jargon and get right to the heart of what it actually means. Let's dive in and see how it works.
No, seriously, just think about that for a second. How do you explain a really big, complex idea using only simple words? Whether you're talking about finance or science or whatever, stuff gets buried under just layers and layers of jargon. So how do you slice through all that noise to get to what actually matters? It's a huge challenge, right?
Well, okay. What if I told you there's a tool out there that was specifically designed to solve this exact problem? I'm talking about a system built from the ground up with one goal in mind, making things crystal clear. And look, this isn't about dumbing things down at all. It's actually the opposite. It's this super carefully put together list of words that's designed to make pretty much any topic understandable. It's kind of like a universal key that can unlock the meaning behind almost anything for anyone. And that tool? It's called Basic English. Yeah, it was actually created way back in the 1930s. It's what they call a controlled language, which is basically a fancy way of saying it's a hand-picked system with a really big goal, making communication clear, simple, and effective for everyone, everywhere. So how many words do you think you need to explain just about anything? According to Basic English, just 850. That's it. I know, it sounds crazy limiting, right? But that's actually its secret weapon. That limit forces you to strip away all the fluff, all the noise, and just focus on what's absolutely essential. So this list, the BE850, that's going to be our secret weapon today. It's a core set of words, but it's powerful enough to be the foundation for explaining even the toughest subjects. You can pretty much think of it as the essential building blocks of the English language.
Okay, so theory is great, but let's put this tool to the test. What do you say? We're going to grab a word that, a lot of people find kind of intimidating. Let's see how Basic English handles it. And that word is insurance.
Now, think about it. The word insurance. You immediately think of things like finance, industry, fields that are famous for their super complex, often confusing language. That's what makes it the absolute perfect test case for our simple method. So here it is. This is the definition of insurance using only those simple, easy-to-get words. Notice what's missing. There's no talk of premiums or deductibles or underwriting. None of that jargon. It's just direct, it's clear, and boom, you immediately get the basic picture of what's going on. And you can break that down even further into 3 super simple steps. Step 1, someone pays a small amount of money. Step 2, something bad happens. And step 3, they get money to help them. It's just so simple, right? It shows how this really complex financial thing can be understood as just a straightforward chain of events. And here's what that looks like in the real world. A simple sentence like, I have fire insurance for my house. That's it. It's totally relatable, it's solid, and it takes this big, abstract idea and just grounds it in something we can all picture. Okay, so you see what's happening here? The really big deal isn't just that we now understand insurance a little better. It's about seeing how incredibly powerful this method is. The power of just simple, clear communication. Think about it. What we just did for the word insurance, you could apply to pretty much anything. By choosing simple words on purpose and building a clear structure, we didn't just define a word. No, we built a pathway to really understanding it from the ground up. And that method, that's the real lesson here. So let's wrap up with the key takeaways. What do we really learn today? First off, that even super complex ideas can be made easy to get. Complexity doesn't have to be a wall. Second, using simple, direct language isn't a weakness. It's actually a superpower for clear communication. And finally, and this is my favorite part, sometimes having fewer words to work with actually makes us more clear and helps everyone understand things better. And that's pretty much it for today. But I want to leave you with a question to chew on. What's one complex idea in your life, maybe it's from work or a hobby or something you see in the news, that you just wish someone would explain this simply? Think about it. It might just inspire you to try this whole thing out for yourself. Thanks for tuning in.